what is going on here? Shettima'S house was built or whatever renovated within how many months? Less than 8 months, and they spent 21 billion naira. Also, they were able to buy presidential jets within the space of 2 months. The money was there. Yes, the judge's house that Wike is building now that he has promised, and he said less than 6 months everything will be ready, and that is how it's going to be. But the source that gives the country fund that is supposed to be beneficial to everybody, this has been going on. There's corruption in NNPC, the refinery, and all of that. See, when people were jubilating about Dangote's refinery, I knew that it's going to end in nothing, and nobody's talking. Everybody's like adjusting to the system. Everybody, or those who were happy that Dangote refinery, I said, don't rejoice, because these guys are not going to do anything. They have promised over and over again, yet nothing has happened. Almost like 6 times they've promised that Port Harcourt refinery is going to be ready at so time, and they are just deceiving people, and they are still importing again when they were rejoicing that with the coming of Dangote refinery everything will be fine. But the corruption is at its peak. The NNPCL is giving the reason why Port Harcourt refinery is not yet function, or yet is yet to function. The Nigerian National Petroleum Commission has given reasons the Port Harcourt Refinery Company is yet to function, after NNPCL said that the Port Harcourt Refinery will come on stream in September. The statement remains a platitude to the charging of many, including human rights lawyer Femi Falana. Falana had in vain sought to know when the moribund refinery that is undergoing rehabilitation would begin production. Now, NNPCL said the unpleasant situation was brought on by problems encountered in the course of the rehabilitation. Obasanjo is laughing at them. He said this thing is not going to work unless they dispatch it or give it to a private entity that will run it. They say, oh, your mad is man. You could not do it. Now Tinubu wants to do it. You are pained. Body they pay you. They all told us that it almost 6 times that they've promised that it's going to be ready, but they have been failing. Now there is no hope. From the statement of the NNPC, there is no hope. There is no, there's in sight that this thing is going to get ready. So they were telling Obasanjo to shut up. So what is happening now? If Dangote within how many years was able to do that, and is according to what we are hearing, is a world-class standard of a refinery. Yet, if you know how much they have spent in all those refinery that they want to bring up, is more than what Dangote has spent in bringing his own refinery. A whole government cannot do that, cannot do the needful. The Chief Corporate Communications Officer of the company, Olufemi Shoneye, remarked this in an interview with a Punch NG, saying, you may recall that a mechanical completion of the PHRC revamp was successfully achieved several months ago, marking a significant milestone in the project. Following this, we began the commissioning of a critical equipment and process units. However, as is common with brownfield projects of this scale and complexity, we encountered unforeseen risks and challenges. Unforeseen risks and challenges. Like I told you, there's no hope in sight. See, recently, from the government's website, that is why you see that a lot of Nigerians say they don't want to find solutions. They're always looking for who said this, who is going to do this, because the government is not truthful. We don't even have a site, a website that you can just go, because in other developed countries, whatever you see in their government's website is what is binding, is really binding. And Nigerians are not used to that kind of a thing, because you go to the website of the government, you will go to them for what they have said. They will tell you that that is not obtainable, that you forget about it. Forget about it. That is what they will tell you. Recently, they told us that the immigration or whatever, that people will not be going to the center to go and apply for international passports, that you are going to be doing it from home. And they gave dates when it's going to happen from other countries. people have gone there, nothing is happening. They will tell you this and they will be doing something different. Government that lies, government that even owes salary. Is that one a government? Is that a country? So there is no hope anywhere. Oga, you are the greatest misfit of all time. Somebody is referring to the GM, Mele Kyari. You can only happen in Nigeria. Onirano, lasan lasan. He not be your fault too. You think if he's doing nonsense that is really affecting the government and is giving the government bad image, you think the government would be happy? They would have flushed him out. So when I hear people say, oh, some people like what is it called? People are calling for the sack of what's this man's name? Of the INEC boss. It's not working alone. It's not working in isolation. All the parastatals that you are seeing, that we are, like we've always said, if they are doing anything that is wrong, that is affecting, there's nothing they're going to even do without even the knowledge of the president. So you can blame Mele Kyari for all you care. Who is the petroleum minister? Even if Tinubu is not the petroleum minister, if whatever they are doing is against his government, is not bringing glory to his government, he will sack them and bring another person that will do the needful. So if you think that this man, the GDM, or the GM or GMD or whatever they call him of NNPCL, is working in isolation, forget about it. All those rubbish they are talking about Emefiele, that Emefiele did this, Emefiele did that. Was it not a Buhari that was in charge? So they didn't know that all Emefiele was doing as at that time, all of those things were wrong. Why didn't they correct him? Make una dey play. Instead of you guys to go after the substance, you'll be chasing shadows. Which September they talk over? They are talking of September we don't pass. Was it the first time? Maybe you are talking about September last year, because I remember December last year they say that was the first time they say it's going to be ready. Again they say February, again they say April, now they say September. Now no hope again. No. What they are trying to tell you now is that they didn't see what is happening, the problem they're having now. They never expected it to happen. So I think that problem is not going to, instead of them to come and tell us that this thing is not going to work, just like Baba Yabo said, they say no, they don't agree. Yeah, smart criminals, thieves. These people are fooling themselves, because I know the refinery won't work. Even though it will work, the fuel will be more costly than imported one. God will judge you people and wicked Dangote. Despite not paying importation duties and landing costs, you are still punishing us, sets of wicked people. When they tell you that they are selling crude oil for Dangote, at what rate? It is the same exchange rate. They will just convert it, and you will think that they are paying. You will pay the same exchange rate they will pay in naira. It's expensive already. Mr. Kyari, I beg, respect yourself, or you cannot even come out every 4 months to be fooling yourself. Enough of that nonsense. You know, when I hear it, believe Nigeria government at your own peril. Believe them, oh. Just believe them. Yes to confusion until the zoo country end. For 8 years under Buhari, Mele Kyari didn't even fix any one refinery. I remember the first time Buhari came on board. This first petroleum minister for state, Kachuku, Ibe Kachuku. That by 2019, if a refinery is not built, he will resign and say he will sack himself and all of that. They couldn't do it. The next thing they said they discover one oil or whatever in the north. They spent hell of money. Nobody's even talking about that one. Everybody has forgotten. Everybody has forgotten. Your lies are becoming, too unbecoming, and too bare, even to the blind. Will you be better keeping your lies than keep on repeating them? What are you people talking or taking Nigerians for? So guys, let's say your opinion and I will take on this.